Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you another episode of our TCGO live content. Now today, I was gonna record something like Executor or maybe another Noggin and Dell deck, but this morning I just kind of woke up and I was really in the mood to build Shuckle and play Shuckle. So that's what we're doing today. We're playing a little bit of Shuckle GX. Ridiculous card. I think it's pretty cool. I was trying to build it to where we can have answers to multiple matchups using our ability. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like if you like my content. I do greatly appreciate it, guys. I know some of these videos have been lacking a little bit, but it's fine. It's just the times I upload and things like that. There's a lot going on. But don't forget, if you want to support me, don't forget to drop a like, answer a comment, that question down below, which is, who's your favorite Gen 2 Pokemon? Shuckle's Gen 2, right? Yeah, it's Gen 2. All right. Who's your favorite Gen 2 Pokemon? In the comments down below. And if you guys are always, like always, shout out to my sponsors. If you guys are ever interested in getting a couple codes, go check out Guardian Gaming. Link is in the description. If you want a chance to get yourself a couple codes for a little bit better price, you can use code ORBOMB. And yeah, that's going to be it. Let's just get right into it. Now, Shuckle GX is really interesting because it has a really strong ability, Protective Shell. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have 2 or fewer energies attached to them. So, essentially, if your opponent's attacker is a DCE, they need to attach an extra energy to damage you. There's a lot of decks out there that only attack for 1 or 2 energies. Some exceptions to this are like Buzzwole or like Malamar decks most of the time. So we're trying to build a deck to where we can handle those decks and whittle them down with triple poison, which is an attack it has for colorless energy. Opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Put 3 damage counters instead of 1 on this Pokemon between turns. Now, there's a lot of things that's cool about this deck. You can build it with a bunch of different energies. With fire, if you want to use Heat Factory Prism. And that's really the only one that matters. Like, I guess you could build like psychic energies and stuff like that if you want to do like Alter the Moon. I'm just gonna go with straight grass because of netball. So that's my mentality here. But because we can also grab Shuckle with the netball too, so because there's like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. We also have Wrap GX. Opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. Like, historically, these attacks are not very good, only because of the amount of Guzman format, and now we have Tantalizer too, so there's ways to get out of this. But if you're in a pinch, if you really need to paralyze and your opponent's played a bunch of Guzmans and stuff like that, you could probably get away with playing a 1 of Shuckle, or playing the Wrap GX. But anyways, the point of this deck is to whittle down your opponent's board by using triple poison, having a couple of Vipers down on the bench, and just hit them for damage while being immune to attacks and disrupting your opponent. So we're gonna go over the deck list here. There's a bunch of interesting choices. A lot of this deck is just me wanting to play new cards. if I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of these cards are just me saying, hey, I want to play this because I haven't played it yet. So there we go. So we're gonna get into this deck. We have a 1 of Oranguru to shuffle back in our resources. A 1 of Sudowoodo. I'm trying out the Sudowoodo because I would like to disrupt the Malamar and Zoark, because those decks are kind of annoying. This also helps disrupt Buzzwole because Buzztails needs a lot of bench space as well. So having access to Sudowoodo just feels like it's really nice in a lot of matchups. So we're going to play 1 of Sudowoodo. 3 Shuckle GX as we just covered. It's weak to fire, has a 1 retreat. 1 retreat's not bad because you can switch it out, which is really handy, as well as like max push and things like that. So it's pretty cool. We have a 1 of Girafarig. The reason why I'm playing Girafarig is because of the get loss attack. Put 2 cards from your opponent's discard pile to the loss zone. So I'm thinking that in the Malamar matchup, we can get rid of the Giratinas and we can get rid of some psychic energies, and hopefully we can get off this attack once or twice, and that could disrupt them enough to where they can't continuously attack us throughout the game. My other game plan is to let them attach energies to a Pokemon and then like Guzma around that Pokemon and let them keep the energies, but keep them on the bench so they can never really damage us. That's kind of a plan as well. So we're gonna try out Girafarig here. In theory, we could use Mind Shock, but I'm not playing DCE, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to attack with Mind Shock. It doesn't have a weakness either, so it doesn't help that much against the Malamar matchup. But yeah, Get Lost feels like a really powerful attack, and we're gonna try it out in this deck. We have our Force of Vipers, just more damage with more poison. It puts 1 more damage counter on your opponent's poison Pokemon between turn. So that's why I'm playing this Viper. And that's it for the Pokemon line. It's fairly simple. No Lele. We're trying to avoid Lele just in general. We don't need to play it down. The only GX one we want to play down is Shuckle because they have to attach multiple energy to knock us out. And we have cards like Crushing Hammer to get rid of their energies. We also have Enhanced Hammer. We have this new card, Custom Catcher. I want to try it out because we are playing Stevens in this deck, so it seems a little bit easier to get this card. If you play 1 card, draw cards until you have 3 in your hand, so it's already decent just on its own, giving you more cards in your hand. Or if you play 2, switch 1 of your opponent's bench Pokemon with 1 of their active Pokemon. So it's another way for me to play both Guzma and Steven at the same time. That's my mentality there. So we're going to try it out. I haven't played this card yet. I'm really excited about trying it out. 4 Max Potions, just healing up. We have Aether Paradise. We also have the new Choice Helmet, so we should be able to survive a bunch of hits, even though we only have 170 HP. 4 nest balls. I think only 2 net balls. I had to make cuts, and net balls were the first ones I had to cut. It lets you get grass energy or basic grass Pokemon, so it helps a lot. 1 Pal Pad, Shuffle back in our supporters, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 switches because all these Pokemon have 2 retreat costs except for Shuckle, so if you lead with something, you can hopefully use Stevens to get switched to put this in the active. 3 Aether Paradise, reduces the damage that's done to us by 30, so it's really, really nice if you want to just like tank hits for a little bit. 1 of the Life Force Prisms, a new card we're trying out. Once during your turn, you may heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of their grass Pokemon. So I'm not too sure if I like this more than Aether, but in theory, if there are decks that are going to damage you for like below 60 continuously, it's but like more than 30, it's better because Life Force heals it off completely, while Aether Paradise, you still take damage. Although it's very small damage, you still take damage. And this is nice if we ever run out of max push and stuff like that. Also, we can search with Steven. 4 Cynthia, 3 Guzma, 2 Judge, 4 Stevens, 2 Choice Helmets. This Pokemon, this card's attached to takes 30 less damage from attacks of your opponent's GX and EX Pokemon. So essentially, we don't have any other tools I think I want to play in this deck, and Choice Helmet just seems really good. We can, if we have this and Aether down, our opponent has to hit us for 230 to knock out a Shuckle. So as you can see, not many decks can do that. I think Buzzwole can do it one time with his GX attack, but like with a Diancie, I think Choice Band, Diancie, they would need Choice Band, Diancie, and Kukui to knock out a Shuckle from full with Buzzwole. And then Malamar list, Necrozma, for instance, they need to have, I think, 4 energies attached. It's 61, 21, 80. Yeah, they have to have 4 energies attached to knock out our Shuckle too, because they don't play Choice Bands in general. And yeah, I just feel like that added bulk is really good. And then 7 grass energies. We are playing 2 netballs, so it's easier for us to search our grass energies. I'm not too sure if 7 is low. I might want to play an energy recycle system, but for the time being, I'm trying this build out first. This is the first draft. I played like 2 games with it. They went pretty well. They're just really long games, you know. So I didn't want to test more. I just want to start recording. So we're gonna go ahead and get a couple of games here. So improper outro or midtro, I think is what I called it last time. But we're gonna try this out. I do like me some Shuckle, so hopefully this ends up going well. There we go. Just trying to make sure my board looks, or my computer screen looks good. All right. So other decks that could beat us. Guardy sounds kind of scary. Actually, Guardy sounds very scary. But I mean, whittling poison damage, man. Let's get it. Unfortunately, no lead. But let's see what we can do. Guardy needs to knock out 180. They need 6 energies, right? We're not playing Field Blower. It's something I really wanted to play, but I just didn't have space for it. All right, Shuckle lead is already really good for us. So we already have a decent start here. Shuckle into a Viper seems pretty good. We have Cynthia in hand. I mean, this is fine because we're going second and we want to attack turn 1. So you only want to use Stevens between turns that your opponents are already poisoned. And if we're gonna poison this Oranguru, we can put a lot of damage on there. The other thing I kind of want to try in here is like, because in theory, if I'm putting poison damage everywhere, I could always play down like Tapu Lele, like the baby Tapu Lele, and like counter energy on it, and then spread the damage around and take knockouts when I need to, because my opponent's probably going to be switching around enough to where they're never going to be in like a position to be knocked out anyways. So there's 2 Orangurus. This might be Granbull, because as soon as I see 2 Orangurus, the first thing I think about is Granbull. Granbull is pretty scary if they play down, if they can stick the Shrine on us. If they stick Shrine on us and they get Choice Band, or if they just stick Shrine on us and they just can get off continuous attacks, it's really bad for us too. But they have 160 HP. They don't have any way to heal. They already discarded one of their Choice Bands, which is handy because we're gonna have Choice Helmet. Actually, Choice Helmet doesn't help us. Choice Helmet doesn't do anything in this matchup, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, he's definitely playing Granbull, so he's not gonna be able to attack turn 2 from the looks of it. Yeah, and we'll take complete advantage of this. We have Aether, which is kind of big, but I don't want to play Aether down until I can pump a Shrine, I think. Do I want to play Crushing Hammer now? Not really. I'd rather keep the... I mean, okay, hold on. I just remembered. Granbull can't even damage us because of Protective Shell. So, that's something. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this. And, yeah, Granbull literally can't even damage us because of Protective Shell. I'm going to hold on to the Aethers to use them specifically to bump to bump the Shrine of Punishment. I'm just gonna triple poison here. Put in like 5 damage counters between turns, so if he doesn't switch next turn, he's taking 100 damage, which is pretty nice. And now, like I said, as long as my opponent's poisoned, we're good to just use Stevens whenever we want. And I mean, it's looking pretty good for us. The only other thing that sucks is our lack of being able to switch, I think. And we do play 2 switches and a couple Guzmas, so we should be able to switch enough. But yeah, I could see my opponent stranding us eventually. But we shouldn't deck out first. But we might, who knows? Yeah, there's a Guzma I was talking about, but we have a switch in hand for this exact reason. So he can make a mess, I guess. But he needs 3 energies attached to a Gramble, so this is kind of like the hard counter to this deck. He can knock out as many Survivors as he wants, but eventually I'm just not going to have anything else down on my bench, and I'm just going to solo it with Shuckle and disrupt his energies. Yeah, he has 3 Orangaroos down. Generally, I don't like getting 3 Orangaroos down because you need bench space for 2 Orangaroos, 2 Macargos, and 2 Grambles. That's like the dream board. Because you can control what you draw every turn. Because you have both Orangaroos down. You have 2 Grambles, so if one gets knocked out, you can start setting up another one. So you have 2 main attackers, and that's the dream board. I don't ever play down 3 Orangaroos. Where's my phone? I have no idea where my phone is. I should probably have that. Only because I have work soon, and just in case my boss calls me saying, hey, you have to come in early. There we go. Got my phone. Alright, what are we doing here? We got switch, and we just poison him, right? There's nothing else we really can do. We just do that. Get some poison damage off. But yeah, so I'm assuming a lot of scooping is going to happen. He can evolve, avoid poison damage, and I have to keep poisoning him over and over again until something happens, I guess. But here is, I mean, like we're just kind of playing on autopilot, right? So I wonder what I can talk about. Let's talk about something. I don't know. So I want to give huge shout outs to my friends. Got Waluigi, got Alex, all you guys that have been hooked. Oh, and a big shout out to John as well. That have all been hooking me up. So yeah, this is a problem here. Is my lack of being able to retreat. But huge shout outs to all my friends there because they've been giving me, they've been supplying me with a bunch of the cards I need for my decks IRL. And with John, I have to pay him back because my boy John, he's like, here, take him now. That way you can go to tournaments because I do want to go to tournaments. I actually really want to go to tournaments this time of year. Lost Thunder seems like a lot of fun, and the decks that I like are actually good. Like usually the good decks are decks I don't really enjoy playing. Like Zorak I don't really enjoy playing. Rayquaza I never enjoyed playing. Buzzwole I've never really enjoyed playing. They're just decks to me that do well, but they're not my style of deck. So it's nice to know that like the decks I enjoy playing this time around, like Malamar and Bucephalon and things like that, they actually do well. So that's exciting for me personally. We can grab Guzma and Hammers. He might just Guzma me next turn and start doing damage. If that's the case, I'm going to bench his Aether. That way he can't knock me out in one hit. I should also try to get down another Shuckle, huh? Alright, so here's what we'll do. We should grab a draw supporter, for sure. That's what I'm going to do, actually. Let's grab, because okay, we need Shuckle. He's probably going to Guzma me, right? So I'm gonna grab. He's probably going to Guzma me, but just in case he doesn't, I'm gonna grab Guzma here, and I don't really need to disrupt his energies quite yet. I don't think I do with these, so we're just gonna Shuckle. Yeah, we're gonna grab Shuckle. That way we have an attacker for next turn in case he does Guzma and knock us out. Like if he gets trying to punish me, Guzma's knocks us out. We can at least have Guzma Shuckle ourselves and just kind of stall for a little bit. Looks like he's not playing Guzma though, so I'm glad I made this play, but I also need to disrupt his hammers. I think what I'm going to do is actually just pull up Macargo. Because unless he plays a switch card of his own, he's not going to be able to get out of the active. And if he does get out of the active and he knocks out Seviper, it's not a big deal. He's only taking 1 prize. And if I can knock out Macargo, that could be really good. And hopefully what I can do is eventually knock out Macargo and then get my draw supporters, my hammers and stuff that I need. Another play I could do is... Well, no, he has 80 HP left, so I would need to get down... Yeah, I wouldn't have enough. There's 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So the most I can do between turns is 70 damage. so it's not enough to knock out Gramble. So I was thinking like I could just max out my Vipers down and then Guzma this up and take a knockout. But for the time being, we're good. We're hitting for 2-hit KOs on things like Macargo because we're only hitting 50 right now, which is fine. My opponent's digging deep, so we might just deck him out before he does anything, which is pretty good for us. Oh, you know what I could have done? I'm an idiot. I forgot about this guy. This is what I mean. Like, we're learning here. I'm going to put down another Shuckle. Another grass here. Yeah, what I should have done is grab this other custom catcher, and then I could have Cynthia'd and grab the custom catcher at the same time. But I'm just going to go ahead and Guzma. This has dumbbells on it, right? Is that what it's got? It's got dumbbells. Okay, so maybe I don't want to do that. I kind of do still. It's fine. We'll just Guzma that up and start doing some damage onto it. Nothing else really want to do. We still have our max pot, so if he does damage us, we can still max potion. This is good because, well, actually it's not that great. If I had Steven, this would be good because then he would survive and I have a free turn to Steven. There's a shrine I was worried about, so now we have to try to find our Aether, like right away. But we're in range of being knocked out no matter what. So ideally, what happens here is we max pot, we Cynthia, and we find either Life Force or Aether. That's like best case scenario. Unless he Guzmas me right here, then he has to get a Guzma and another manual attachment going, unless he wants to just knock out the Viper, which also works. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a Guzma. So let's see if he's gonna knock out Viper. Or if he's just gonna go for Viper. That's what I thought would happen. But he's not. What is he trying to do? Because if he's trying to deck me out, there's no way that's going to happen. Why didn't he just attack me? Whatever, it's fine. I'll take it. All right, we have Guzma again, so we could just pull something up and poison it. I mean, probably should, huh? No, I need to find Aether. I need to get prizes so I can find my other switch. See, if I do this, he's gonna knock me out anyways, right? So there's not really a point in doing that right now. If I Guzma, I can attempt to take a knockout, and he's running out of Guzmas himself, right? Yeah, he's already played down 3. There's no way he has more than 3. I'm just gonna Guzma again. Yeah, there's no way he plays more than 3, right? I'm just gonna triple poison here. And we're gonna try to find Life Forest, Grass, Potion. We're gonna try to find a bunch of things off this Cynthia here. Aether would be better if we found like 2 max pots and 2 more grass energies. We only play 7, so I have to keep that in mind. We haven't lost any yet, so there's 5 more left in the deck. But he's going to be knocked out here if he doesn't switch, which is good for me. If he gets knocked out, what comes active? I'm going to have to poison them again if he gets knocked out. If we can find a switch card, that'd be good just to have in deck. Yeah, he's going to get knocked out here. Dope. I'll take that. And who's coming active? He can't put out Gramble because he knows that he doesn't want Gramble to be damaged at all. There's another grass energy. It's not what I wanted, but I'll take it because I can just max pot here. But do I want to max pot without like guaranteeing? I don't really want to. I can't max pot until I guarantee getting myself a stadium to counter, which we didn't get yet. So as you can see, I didn't max pot. All right, so he's most likely going to knock me out next turn. He has to find another Fairy Energy, but he's most likely going to knock me out next turn. And our hand's kind of dead. So this prize has to be good, like really good. This would be one of those good. This would be one of those matchups that Suda would be good in because disrupting Gramble's bench is really strong. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and just triple poison here. All right, so let's see if he has the Fairy Energy to take a knockout on us, and let's see if we can ever find a Crushing Hammer and land it. There's a Steven. So he's gonna get the Fairy Energy just because of Macargo. If he has Macargo down, that is. Oh, he just has in hand. All right, that's good too. All right, so how do we deal with this situation? I think we give him a Viper because he doesn't have. I'm pretty positive he doesn't have any more Guzmas, so there's no way he's gonna be able to Guzma up a Shuckle again. So we should be able to take advantage of this whole situation. I might have to put in a 4th Guzma and maybe like a 3rd switch because switching is the biggest problem in this deck, and we can't play cards like skateboards because these have 2 retreat costs, and these are the main reason why switching is an issue because he can always Guzma stall. DCEs might be playable as well because then you could slap and retreat them as well, and it's like it serves a multi-purpose role because you can attack with him, and most of your Pokemon can attack with DCs, right? I mean, most of your Pokemon would not hate a DC, so because we can attack with the what's it called, Draft Rig with DC attached, and if I want to play a Rangaroo, we can attack with a Rangaroo. I mean, I am playing Rangaroo. We can attack with a Rangaroo as well if we have DCs. So it wouldn't be bad, but I don't know if I like it. I think I'd still rather play Switch. But as you can see, my opponent's going through this amazing, this ridiculous setup just to try their best to attack us. And if we can just find a couple hammers, I was considering playing Plumeria in here, but I couldn't fit Plumeria in here. I kind of want to put it back only because there's so many cards that, like, in matchups that we don't mind discarding, like Enhance Hammer. We wouldn't hate discarding Enhance Hammer in this matchup. We're not playing any Ultra Balls because what do we need Ultra Balls for? We're not playing Lele or anything that we need from our hand, and everything is a basic. So there we go. He got a 0-card hand. He can search for just any Pokemon. There we go. All right, so there we go. He's getting going. He's going now. He can take a knockout finally. We haven't found our counter stadium yet either. We've only played one Aether, but this is what I mean by, like, I didn't want to play any stadiums until I had a counter stadium, but I just got greedy and did anyways. Excuse me. Oh, sorry for clearing my throat there, guys. I know a lot of you guys don't like that, and I apologize. All right, so we've taken 4 prizes, or 2 prizes. He's taken 2 prizes. Let's see what we can do here. Nest Ball does not get us anything that I want right now. So, actually, we can get Sudowoodo. And that could be pretty big. I kind of like the idea of getting Sudowoodo, actually. Let me get Sudowoodo here. It doesn't matter if we heal. Why can't I play Stevens? What happened? I can't do anything. Why did my game glitch? Oh, never mind. I forgot about that. Might be. Alright, I think we're just gonna Stevens here. He's gonna take a knockout. We have to find some hammers. Hopefully if one of those lands and he whiffs a knockout, that could be good. Hammers. Okay, what I want to do, I think, is get a Draw Sporter. Alright, so what's the course of action we're going to take here? I could bump the stadium and heal myself, so I don't need to max pot. But I don't mind max potting right now. But I also need to find the other stadium. There are 3 stadiums in my deck, and I'm going to draw a bunch of cards, right? So I think I'd rather play hammers and just try to get rid of one of his energies, but I need to get rid of, like, a bunch of his energies. Like, ideally 2. So we need to land 2 heads. So I'm thinking the safer play is to grab Aether, Cynthia, and a Crushing Hammer, because we have max pot in hand, so we can just take advantage of that. So we're going to grab these cards. There's no reason for me to grab the other Custom Catcher right now, although it would have been really nice that turn forever ago where I misplayed, and I should have done that instead of Guzma. But it's fine. We're good right now. Let's see. I have to leave the house in about 30 minutes, so hopefully this recording isn't an hour long, but it might be, because we're playing this deck. Granbull's really good. I mentioned this in a couple videos. I'm going to be recording Granbull very soon, because I think Granbull's really dope. So, and I know a lot of you guys want to see my deck list, so I got you. All right, let's see what he can do. He can't Guzma. Like I said, I doubt he's playing more than 3. We're also going to probably deck him out before he wins. He needs to start attaching energies here, that's true. But if he does that, he's going to eventually run out of energies. So, it's time to be a little bit ballsy and hope for the best here. I mean, there's no, just kidding. He shouldn't be able to Oko us if we have the Aether up. So, Choice Helmet, I mean, we'll just attach it for the sake of attaching it, get rid of it. Max pot. And let's start doing things like this. Hopefully he doesn't have another Shrine available to him. If he does, he's going to take another 2-prize knockout. Let's do that first. There we go. They're getting rid of energy, so hopefully we can find another one. Now we're rocking. Now we're cooking. Alright, let's see. We can thin with Nest Ball, I guess. We don't really need Nest Ball this game. We don't care about Giraffe Rig in this matchup either. We can throw this down. We can just poison him again. And hopefully he doesn't have, like, Shrine energy. That could be annoying. But he will be knocked out next turn. And then he has to put another 2 energies on this Granbull. So it's actually not even bad. Oh, he has Aether. Oh, Field Blower, I mean. Oh, that sucks. Alright, he's going to take another knockout here if he gets another Grass energy. Which is, he has to take one more prize after that, but like I said, he shouldn't have any more Guzmas, and because he doesn't have a lot of energies attached to this Granbull, we should have plenty of time to take enough prizes to win the game. Or to just deck out my opponent. Plus, we could judge him, forcing him to draw, because he's going to put himself to a 0-card hand. He has to. So, yeah, there's a Lost Blender. So as you can see, the judge is going to be really powerful against this dude, because we're going to force him to draw, as well as that could deck him out real quick, because then he won't be able to damage me anymore. So I think we just kind of win here, because the poison is going to finish him off. We're going to take a prize, and we just judge him for game. Actually, to be fair, he has 2 cards in hand already, so I don't know if judging him is super appropriate. I would like a grass energy, to be honest. Alright. I could double custom catcher right now, try to pull up that Grample. Yeah, let's try to do that, and let's just try to draw something to attack this turn, because he won't be able to attack us no matter what, right? So we don't have to judge this turn. We got our grass energy. We have another choice helmet just to throw it down. We have another switch. I guess we had both switches in deck, and I just forgot. Do I want to Pal Pad? I kind of do. Let's Pal Pad. It gives us a higher chance of drawing supporters that we want this turn. So we'll just grab Cynthia. We could always grab Guzma, but that doesn't seem super necessary. I mean, to be honest, we're just going to win this game by War of Attrition at this point. There's no reason to netball. We still need to get our stretcher so we can shuffle back in these Pokemon, but we're fine right now. We'll just go ahead. I mean, we could play this custom catcher to draw more cards. It doesn't seem super necessary right now. We can just triple poison. We can also Wrap GX him the following turn for knockout. Actually, yeah. I mean, no, we just pass. Like, he can't. I don't think he can win. He needs to switch here, which at this point I think he can't win anymore. So once again, Shuckle winning the War of Attrition, like my boy do. Oh god, I hate this. This is the one-time thing. I'm never playing Shuckle again. I don't like playing these style decks. It's very boring. Like, even commentating it is so boring, because you're just playing on autopilot. Alright guys, for those of you that have watched this video, I'm gonna spell out a code for you, and the first person that gets it, let me know what you pull. Alright, so I have this code right here. So on top of the codes I give for you guys answering the comment question of the day, I'll do an extra code, because you know you guys are watching me play this. Please don't hate me in the comments. T6G MMYL PZ9 7CB. Alright, there's a code for you guys. I'm throwing that away. That code is in the trash now, so hopefully one of you guys pull it. Oh, there's Tate and Liza. Ooh, sneaky. This will be knocked out, though. This will be knocked out if I get Stretcher, right? Because I can just pull the last one. Cynthia again. Yeah, we're just Cynthia. I don't want to play netball yet, because I hate that I do that every time. Life Force is pretty handy, but not handy enough. We don't have Stretchers still. Unfortunate. Oh well. Triple poison. He doesn't switch, he'll get knocked out. He's trying to just have enough turn to set up on Gramble so we can win the game, I think. We still haven't found nearly as many Crushing Hammers as I would hope to find. We haven't used Steven as much either. Alright, we can bump that and heals at the same time, so that's pretty handy. Which means he has to continuously find choice bands. He has 2 cards left in the deck though, so I don't know if he can win. But, I mean, it's possible, I guess. There's a Rangaroo. Yeah, I don't think he can win. Oh, plus we got that, so that's pretty handy. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves... Oh, we just win by judges, don't we? Yeah, because he just decks out in a second. So you can find Stretcher though, no Stretcher still. Yeah, because he'll just draw his last card and then we just win the following turn. So we'll just... Can we just wrap him? No, there's nothing. There's no way he can attack me next turn. We just do this and win the game, pretty much. If we found Stretcher, we won the game right there because he wouldn't have been able to attack me ever. Energy. Oh, that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. I will admit that's pretty clever. But I still think he loses the game because he has no way to attach enough energies or have another way to put down a Snubble down to win this game. He needs to switch somehow, but he can't switch, so I guess it's just GG. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what he can do. Well played. But yeah, as you can see, like, we just, like, even though, like, he takes knockouts and we just kind of let him play his game out, we still win this game just purely based off the fact that we win the War of Attrition. And we just poison here. He's gonna make me play it out. Yeah, again, that's the thing. Like, these decks that only attach one energy for knockout, they don't play as many energies as other decks would. So eventually they'll run out of energies to do anything. And there we go. My chair is very squeaky today, so I do apologize. I need to get a new chair. I need to get a lot of new things. I need a new computer, new chair, new house. All right, let's play one more game, and then I have to get dressed for work. So hopefully this game doesn't take too long. If it does, I'm sorry if I end up having to scoop early, but hopefully it doesn't, right? I mean, we showed off the whole strategy of the entire deck just there. We showed off how the counter, the custom catchers work. We showed off the life force. We didn't show off the helmets because we weren't playing against anything GX. But if we're playing against Malamar here, which we might be, I don't know. It's colorless and psychic. I don't know what the colorless part is, and I don't know what this. I mean, like usually these Malamar decks play cards like Coco and stuff. So maybe he's just not playing the Coco at all. This is the worst lead ever. Like, oh man, this is awful. I mean, if it's against Malamar, it's not bad, but it's not great either. But if it's against Malamar, it's actually not bad at all because we can just get rid of his psychic energies from the lost zone, or from the discard pile, I mean, and then stop them from ever attacking. Ooh, this actually might be really good then. We're going first, so I'm just gonna Steven. Yeah, we're just gonna Steven. Shuckle. We have another Shuckle. Let's see what's prized actually. We have a Ranguru prized again. Soda Widow's pretty good this matchup as well, so I have to keep that in mind. But I'm not gonna bother with it quite yet. I want a Grass Energy. We have a draw support in hand as well. So Grass, and maybe a Switch in case he doesn't do anything. Like he doesn't put any Pokemon in the Lost Zone. Having a Switch could be pretty nice. So yeah, we'll grab these. We'll just pass it up. Yeah, because like if he doesn't put any psychic energies in the discard pile or anything that's like important, we can just abuse it. Oh, what, he's playing Coffee Grigas. Oh, okay. He's also got Shrine too, which is kind of annoying because that means we have to find our Aether. But oh, he's playing Marshadow. I mean, that's to be expected, I guess. We need to find Aether. We don't have anything that we can do right now, which is kind of lame. Actually, this is good because we can put his Giratinas in the Lost Zone. And hopefully we can draw a supporter or a Steven or something. I know the deck has a lot thinner line of supporters than I would expect. Coffee Grigas. Coffee Grigas hits us for weakness, so we could get knocked here. But Sudowoodo's going to be pretty big as well, because that way he can't do as much damage with Coffee Grigas. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to add Coffee Grigas to the list of decks I have to record, actually. It's another little rogue non-GX deck. So where's my list? Here's my list. Let's see what my opponent can do here. So I can't just discard things, as I will 100% put cards in the Lost Zone, including Coffee Grigas and that Giratina. I dare you to discard that Giratina. I dare you. Why aren't you loading the list, bro? Load my list. Alright, he didn't do it. But we can't do much here, so we're just going to slap down things that we can. Don't think I'm putting down Shuckle quite yet, just because we can't do much about it. But he can very easily knock us out next turn, especially if he plays like a switch card. So maybe I should play Shuckle now. We'll play risky. Just get lost. Boom. And treasure? I don't think that matters. Cynthia probably matters more. Bro, what is happening with my Evernote lately? It's been glitchy. I use Evernote because it connects to my computer as well, and I like the app. But as of late, my Evernote's been glitchy on my phone. I don't know why. Let me open it up on my computer real quick and see what happens. Let that load for a little bit. Alright, let's see what my opponent's going to do here. So they need to play like a switch card, attach another energy, and also put down Pokemon, I guess. But Coffee Grigas is a 2 energy attacker, yeah. So there's a Giratina. There's Cynthia. So he can't Guzma this turn, and he can't attack me from the looks of it, unless he also plays a switch, like a hard switch. Or an escape board. He might play escape boards, actually. But I don't think he's playing escape board because he's playing spell tag. That's fine. I'm never going to damage you. I'm never going to knock you out, through damage. It's going to be through poison, which won't affect spell tag. So spell tag is never going to proc versus us. We need to find a card that can help us search. Ultra Ball. Does he play like a 1 of Malamar to accelerate? It looks like he does. He's not putting anything in the discard pile that's like risky to do. He needs an manual attachment this turn too, so he might just try to find Marshadow. That's kind of a cool idea. I like the idea of playing heavy Marshadow and Giratina in this deck. Don't put down another Giratina though. Let's see. Let's see if my Evernote works now. Now that we just reset the thing. Alright. Oh yeah, now it's finally loaded again. Alright, cool. So I just had to do that. Alright, this works. Now we can get Shuckle. And if we want to, we can just poison him for a little bit. We might as well, right? Because like, what else are we really doing? We gotta take some sort of aggression. It's a 1 retreat cost, which is handy, so we can just do this. And he doesn't play any special energy, so Enhanced Hammer. Dude, every game I play, I just want to take out Enhanced Hammer. I swear. Alright, phone. As soon as I say my Evernote's working again, this stuff happens. Alright, let's close out of you. And let's try this again, Evernote. Can you just let me use you? I would love to use my app that I downloaded. Alright, so did he put anything in the Lost Zone and discard pile? Not yet. Alright, we're cool. We're just going to I don't want to wrap him. There's nothing we can really do here. We can just chill, I guess. He needs 3 energies on this to take a knockout now, which he's gonna do, but he's not even gonna take a knockout because I think Coffee Creek does like only plus 30. So 30, 60, 90, 120, that's the most he can do. So we're actually never gonna be knocked out either, which is handy. We just need to draw something. Like that's all we're doing right now. Is just we're at the mercy of needing to draw. But luckily, he's not gonna be able to attack us this turn because he gets knocked out between turns. And assuming he doesn't switch, right? And then if he does switch, he can't attack us with Coffee Gregus quite yet. There we go. Finally, it's working. All right, let's add Coffee Gregus to our list. There we go. There we go. Now we got a nice long list of videos to record. Sightseer. He doesn't have a Malamar down, so I don't know if he's giving up on Malamar altogether. No, he got another shrine down. That's pretty annoying, actually, because now he can take knockouts easier. But he's not taking one this turn, so that's pretty handy. Now we take a prize here. Hopefully this prize is something useful. If he goes out into Coffee Creek, we can damage it first, or we can just wrap it right away. A Rangaroo is not what I need, bro. He's going to Marshadow, though. All right, that's fine. Once again, because he's going to Marshadow, it's going to take him a little bit longer to actually take a knockout. So we'll just triple poison here, because this will 2-hit KO him because we got the Viper down, and then it'll be knocked out on the way to my turn, which means he can't pull Coffee Creek out again. So that's pretty handy. And once again, just another one of these decks that require less than 3 energies to attack, which means he has to put a little bit more work into knocking out my Shuckle. And if he knocks out my Shuckle, it's kind of annoying because we haven't drawn anything yet. And this is why I was trying to play like a bunch of lilies in here as well, but like space. This is the problem with like these kind of decks. I play 4 Steven, so I can use Steven to grab another Steven, especially if my opponent's poisoned, but we can't play Steven every turn in this deck because we can't guarantee a poison every turn. I'm not playing Poison Barb. I don't really like Poison Barb, so there's that issue. And the good thing here is that if he ever attacks us and gets rid of these Girautinas, we can use Giraffe Rig and use Get Lost. We'll probably give him a prize in the meantime. Oh, is he gonna Shadow? He can't Shadow Punch me. Never mind. He can retreat, but he can't attack. He doesn't have a Malamar down. All right, cool. Yeah, so he's not gonna be able to attack me here, but he could just put these all in the Lost Zone just for like putting damage on my board. Yeah, that's what he's doing. But now we get to poison him, and even though we're gonna be knocked out in the process, he should be knocked out the following turn because he's gonna stay poisoned. I mean, I could just Wrap GX him right now. I kind of like that play too. Wrap him for 40. That way he can't damage me next turn no matter what. Yeah, we're going to wrap him actually. It's a nice 40 damage. He shouldn't be able to knock me out. I mean, he can Guzma, but he won't be knocking out Shuckle in the meantime. And I guess he could Tate and Liza, but he doesn't have any free retreaters in this deck. So I would probably play like... I like the idea of playing a Malamar in here. I don't think I'd personally play Malamar just because we have counter energy. I think I would just stick with the counter energies and take out the Malamar, freeing up a little bit more space, give you an energy that works no matter what because it's a colorless attack cost. I would also maybe play counter gain, is that what it's called? The tool that lets you attack for 1 colorless energy less. So he can start using his abilities to damage my bench, which is unfortunate. What's he gonna target though? I think he'd probably target Giraffe Rig, right? No, he's just going for these. They have a little bit more HP. I'd probably start by targeting the Giraffe Rig, to be honest. Just because Giraffe Rig could literally destroy your strategy. But he can't attack me this turn, and he's going to be poisoned, and he's going to take 50 damage between turns, which means he'll be knocked out the way back if he stays active. And he needs to start setting up another Coffee Grigus like right now, because this one is not going to take him it's not going to send him very far, especially since his spell tags won't work against me. Right? When this Pokemon is not damage from opponents. Yeah, it's not damage from an attack, it's damage from poison. Oh, dude, it's Ioku's birthday when I'm recording this. Hold on. Everyone at Ioku, wish him happy birthday for me. Tell him, wish him happy birthday, or happy late birthday, because it's not going up for a couple days. I'm going to tell him right now. He even has Lele down, which he's gonna get rid of, I guess. So I guess having Lele down is not a huge deal for my opponent. Let me see. Let me message my boy Blizz. Happy birthday, you. There we go. Perfect. He went into, oh, he's just gonna let his, okay, I see. So he's gonna try, if he retreats this though, oh, we're in a weird situation now, actually. Well, we're just chilling. We just need to draw something. Please, I just gotta make these plays quicker. Come on, deck. Give me a Cynthia, give me a Judge, give me a Stevens. There's 4 Cynthias, 2 Judges, and 4 Stevens, and there's only 3 Stevens left, so. Alright, so he's not gonna be able to attack me this turn. So I guess that's fine. He can excuse me. He can attack me next turn though. There we go, thank you. Alright, so we're just gonna max pot here. Because we're gonna try to find a way to heal. A way to get rid of the stadium, I mean. So let's see if we can find like another stadium here. We did not. We did find a switch card, which doesn't help us too much right now. It does help us if we land this hammer though. Nope, it did not land this hammer. Okay, what else can we do? There's no way we can draw, so we're just kind of chilling once again. Yeah, we didn't bump the stadium. That's pretty annoying. We also did not get a grass energy or a netball. So we're just, I guess we just have to let him either knock out my thing or he's probably going to goose with me. If he goose with me, that's pretty bad as well. We have stretcher in hand and a switch, so it's not the end of the world, but it's not great either. We need to bump his energies. He needs to attach an energy and retreat. So one way or another, he needs to take a knockout this turn, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Because he needs to get rid of all these cards off the board. But the problem is, if he gets rid of everything off the board, we can't hit him for 80. Never mind. We're actually 10 short from hitting him for 80. That's the thing with this deck. I'm always 10 short when I play this deck, man. It's right though. He knows that he can never get rid of every Pokemon on his board from now on. But anyways, Shuckle can finally do something. We have to max pot because I don't want to be taking too much damage. I mean, the chances of us finding another stadium, how high is it? It's not that high. So he's gonna hit us for, now he has full bench space, right? So 36, 90, 120. Oh, we got a stadium. Never mind. All right, this works out very nicely then. I think I'm gonna stretcher. I think I'm gonna stretcher because Sudowoodo is just so good for denying knockouts in this deck. So yeah, I'm gonna stretcher. This is my only stretcher I can play, so I have to be very careful, but I don't hate playing this stretch right here. And then Cynthia will hopefully get us a grass energy or a netball. Come on. We have enough. There we go. Good job. Good job, deck. And now we're finally getting our draw spores, which means we're finally going. Once again, just the war of attrition. And he gets knocked out the following turn. So if he attacks me and doesn't take a knockout, he's not really getting a lot of mileage out of this. And then we just have to find either another max pot or, oh my god, that's so annoying. Either another max pot or another life force, and he can't fill up his bench. So the most he can hit me for is 36, 90, 120, 130, 140. So yeah, he can only hit me for 140 this turn. But he's not knocking out my my things on the bench either, so we should be pretty safe for the time being. But these will be knocked out soon, so I have to be very careful about that. But he needs to put down another giraffe rig, or another whatever it's called, Yamask, because if he doesn't, he's going for Wobbuffet. That's not going to help him at all. So because he's going to get knocked out here, and then he's going to have no attackers, and then I'm going to be in a really good position. What does this do actually? Flip of heads. If it's just 30 damage with spell tag. Yeah, he can do damage, I guess, but not enough because he'll lose the game. He can't obviously lose the game. All right, cool. So we take a prize here between turns, which is really handy. We need to find another counter stadium and ideally another max pot. Maybe even another Shuckle. We'll see what we can do here. There's a Rangaroo that's not super useful right now. None of these cards are useful right now. I don't want to play down with the Rangaroo if I don't have to. Yeah, we're not going to. We're just... So yeah, hopefully we can find something. We still haven't been able to chain Stevens at all because we haven't found them yet. Alright, this counter... we didn't find... This one time that a... Oh, we should probably do this, huh? Yeah, put those draw spores back in the deck. The one time that we need Enhance Hammer and we haven't found a single Enhance Hammer yet. Alright, so... Nope. Of course. Alright, so we can custom catcher just to draw one. get a netball, get the other Shuckle. I don't really like that plan very much. I mean, the thing is he can knock me out, so I need to do that. So we go ahead and grab a Shuckle, and we'll custom catcher for 2, because we're not going to be using this card very often anyways. Alright, Grass Energy and Max Pot. So that's pretty nice. This way it denies a knockout completely, but we don't have a way to... Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Alright, we'll take that W. we didn't have a way to bump his stadium, so maybe play like 5 stadium cards so that we can bump Shrine more often. But as you can see, like Shrine hasn't won any of my opponents their game yet, so maybe I'm just being a little bit too paranoid because my opponents can't win off the Shrine. So we should be okay. I feel like this deck is pretty fine. There's a couple changes I want to make, but nothing comes to mind right now. Like I said, maybe like a 4th Aether, because Aether just seems really good in this deck. We never had a turn where it stuck too, so if we had more Aethers, they would stick more often. Another card is like more switches maybe, but the only problem is I don't know what I would take out. Everything in this deck just feels really good. Like there's nothing I really want to take out. Even the custom catcher, I really have enjoyed playing. I guess if you really want to, you can bring this down to 2 like counter catchers instead, but you're not gonna like in all these games we've been pretty tight on prizes throughout the game until we've won. So I like the deck the way it is. I think this is really cool versus Mewmore. Like if you get lost a bunch of time, get rid of their psychic energies, and in that matchup maybe their Giratinas, if we were ever in a weird situation where we had to do that, it could have been pretty handy. You give away 1 prize, but 1 prize is not really a big deal, especially if your opponent can't take any more knockouts after that. So I like the deck. I think Shuckle's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty strong Pokemon. So there we go. If you guys are interested, here's a deck list. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. I'm going to get ready for work because I'm going to be late. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.